Hello Aries, thank you all so much for coming for this spiritual ascension reading. So this is quite a little bit, it's quite elaborate, so let me get right into it. I hope you all have been doing well though. Okay, so let's look at what's going on with you guys. I'm gonna first look at certain things in your past life that is connected to your ascension path now. So the first stuff that I want to talk about is that in some of you, this may not be for every one of you, you will know if it's true for you. Your past lives, some of you ended up in imprisonment or were in some form of slavery. Okay, some of you were also artists, and these two elements that I'm talking about, they can be separate. Okay, they play a major role in your ascension now in your life. Okay, they're connected to how you see spirituality and what pushes you towards spirituality. They could be the things that connect you to your spirit. They could be the things that pushes you and is what makes you want to do this so much. I can feel that so much from the imprisonment and those of you who were in slavery, that with all that degrading behavior that happened to you, it could be the source of your pain that drove you into becoming the higher being and stepping into your own power, so you can overcome that struggle that you felt. And for those of you in the arts, this is how you connect spiritually now, because these are things that were happening in your past life and now you've brought it into this life and it's helping you on your ascension. So whatever it is, whether it was negative or positive, it is moving you in a direction and being a catalyst or a supportive element that helps you to grow spiritually. So I feel like for the artists, those of you who were the artists in your past life, this is how you connect spiritually. When you're doing artistic stuff, you're building on your intuition. It's allowing you to tap into your higher self more. So in this lifetime, if you're not doing any artistic stuff and this resonates with you, then you probably need to use it as a tool to get back to you listening, allowing the spirit to flow through you. When I'm writing, when I'm doing anything artistic, it's all based on intuition. Everything just flows. I don't control anything, and that is another way of you allowing your soul to take charge, right, and come to the forefront and live the physical existence for you. So I feel like for those of you watching my Aries, these are the two connections that I feel you've brought into this this lifetime that's helping you on your ascension. Okay, helping you open those doors and being that that thing that nurtures you. Now ascension is, for me, there are many ways of going through spiritual ascension, but me in particular is the chakras. That's how I awoke. I opened all my chakras and all the 7 chakras and worked on it, and that is how I opened up and reconnected with myself. But I've always been an artist as well, so all those things were all adding up, opening me up to my intuition more. So I use the chakras as the main focus here to see what is going on with you spiritually in your ascension path. Okay, and for you guys, you're working with 5 main chakras at this time. There are some things that you're working on in each of these chakras, which is the first chakra. You're dealing with some issues of complacency and some issues connected to acceptance. I don't go deep into this because it's not so much focused on working with what is wrong with the chakras. It's all about me getting to tell you what chakras you're working with on your ascension path. Okay, just touching bases here. So some complacency issues has got to do with you sort of losing hope or not wanting to do too much as far as your stability is concerned. And in your ascension, all your chakras, the 7 main ones that are in your physical being, is needed to be functioning all together for you to live like a whole existence here. So you know, this is what is going on here. Okay, so some acceptance and complacency that you have to work with the first chakra. For the sacral chakra, you are wrapping up some issues. Okay, you're wrapping up some dead ends and cutting off certain things that are not helping you to connect more and even tap into your passions and desire. Because, you know, those of you who are, you know, going through this complacency issue, I can see, you know, that this has caused some loss of desire within yourself. So there are some things that need to come to an end, and some guilt feelings that you're feeling about, you know, your desires and what you want and relationships, and, you know, those kind of things that you feel connected to your passions. You know, these things, you may not be able to be doing them at this time the way you truly want it, so then you live with certain guilt. So I'm seeing that there's some work that is being done here as well. Now, your third chakra and your fourth chakra is not here, which means that there's not much going on, you know, with those chakras. They may not need any help, or they may not need anything. They may be already functioning okay and does not need anything special going on. You know, obviously you, the Aries, your third chakra is really heightened all the time, because that's where your strength is. Your strength is. So I can see how that would not be here. It means that you're strong there, I feel. And your heart chakra is not here as well. So there's nothing going on, you know, so much connected to your spirituality at this time with those two chakras. But I see that you're working on some things with, you know, with your fifth chakra, overworking yourself, and, you know, you being on a quest to do what you want to do. Okay, and that sometimes make you neglect certain important people in your life. Okay, so these are some things that I'm seeing that is going on with your fifth chakra. Now, when I look at your sixth chakra here, you are learning to be more grateful. You're learning to accept the great things and good things that are in your life. Okay, so that is what is mainly going on. Even when you dream and stuff like that, you know, the messages are really trying to tell you to focus on the good, and to be, you know, in the spirit of gratitude. That's what most of your intuitive nudges are really, you know, pushing you to do. Okay, you know, like with the fifth chakra, I feel like it is helping you to become more relaxed and not push yourself so hard, and let go of being so hard on yourself, where to the point where you're losing out on certain things. Okay, whereas in the sixth chakra, I feel like, you know, it's all about the gratitude, like I said. So you are learning, I feel like, when I look at your cards, you're learning to accept life and not be so hard on yourself overall. Okay, if there are some things that are not moving in the direction that you want, you are learning to accept that and go with the flow, and you're not putting so much stress on yourself. You're becoming more impartial. You know, even when I look at your crown, you are, you know, leveling up a little bit, you know, and that's what I feel like is going on here, where you're not becoming biased. You're thinking about things from both angles and trying to get deeper understanding of things better. You are using your instincts more, you know, and that is the way you connect even higher with spirit and, you know, the universe overall. So, you know, these are the things that I'm seeing that are going on with your chakras that are all connected to your ascension. And when these things, you know, it seems like you're learning to balance things out. You're learning to not overextend yourself, and these things are all going to make sense to you, because you are starting to understand that, you know, spirit has a role to play here. You don't always have to be, you know, be there doing so much, okay, just to get to where you want to get to. Because when I look at these cards down here, now let's move into a different stage here. Okay, in this stage here where I am right now, you know, well, I want to talk about your obstacle. Besides these things that I talked about, you know, the obstacle that you're facing is, you know, you want money so much, you want wealth so much, you want to be more situated, and that is an obstacle to your spiritual ascension, because your energy is focused on getting this money so much, right, that is making you overwork yourself, and you're learning to balance your energies, like I've already said. So this is something that you need to really work out. It is an issue that's connected to abundance and your disbelief in sometimes not pushing so hard. Okay, because I can see what is going on here with the other cards. Okay, so this is becoming a stumbling block for you. You're becoming too, you know, caught up in trying to get your money so much that it's affecting you on a spiritual level. Okay, and the motivation for going for this may be in good faith, but at the same time it's become extreme, right? So now it's a negative thing. And the solution that the guides are, giving you is that you need to stop worrying about money and not having enough. That is a form of lack mentality, and that is why you are trapped in this trying to make money and working yourself to the ground and feeling so bad to the point that when you don't have a job, you don't know how to be anymore. You can't accept it. You can't accept that idea, that the moment, what life is bringing to you at this time. You can't even go with the flow because you want to be in charge. You want to be out there working because you want this money. So you need to stop worrying and having this lack mentality. That is the solution here. At this time though, I see that this is what is going on here, and that is why your soul is going through a stage where sometimes you feel like you're defeated because you're not in charge of what is going on with you, okay, in your life right now. But in that same coin, I'm hearing that some of you don't have your jobs and you've lost your jobs. Yeah, there's a pandemic going on and you are not used to being at home. So this is really hard on you and it's affecting you. But get it? Okay. All right. So getting back to what I was saying, I feel like in the same coin of you feeling, helpless and feeling defeated, like you don't, nothing is going your way, you are also learning to trust in the universe and allow the universe to take the wheel. So this stuff that is going on is all starting to make sense to me when I look at your spiritual stuff going on. So basically, you see, the soul, when I look at what is going on the soul level with your cards, I am realizing that you in this moment where you feel defeated or you don't feel in charge of your life and things are going however it's going, where you probably don't have a job to keep you busy, or if you have a job, you're overworking yourself because you want to have more money. You are also learning, the whole bottom line right now for you on your ascension is you're learning to trust in the universe and in the flow of things, letting go of control and allowing divine, the universe, to also take charge and step in and help and show you what can happen if you just relaxed a little bit, if you just stop trying to control, putting your ego or your plans ahead all the time. It's not always how it's supposed to go. You can do the best you can, but then when things happen, you have to learn to accept it as it is. So I see that's what's going on here. Okay, so there are some things that the guides are suggesting for you to work on, because it is, path of your, is still in alignment with the path of your ascension. And for you, they are saying that Archangel Zadkiel and Jermaine are talking about you starting to use the gold and silver light. So you have to visualize these things, these lights coming from the universe, all right, from the sky, however, divine light or whatever, and enveloping you. These gold is all about wisdom, okay, and the silver is about grace and harmony. So these are the energies that they want you to immerse yourself in. So when you meditate, you need to visualize these energies coming to you, and you also need to give project these lights and energy lights onto other people around you. That is part of your ascension that they want you to practice more, because it's all about you gaining more wisdom. It's all about you getting into grace and harmony with yourself and with your spirit. And when you are filled with this, you can also share this energy wherever you go and also project it onto people around you. So that's what they are saying here. They are also saying that you are also learning here, and you should learn as part of your ascension to connect with people on a soul level. Stop looking at people on face value, assessing people from what you see. They want you to start connecting with the soul, realizing that we are all one, the universe is one, the souls are all from the same source being. So once you start looking at people from the soul's perspective, it raises your vibration and it puts you on a higher way of thinking, right? Which puts you in a spiritual vibration, not on a physical vibration. And that's how they want you to relate. They're saying it's difficult, but it is something that you need to be able to grow spiritually. All right, the overall advice that they have for you, my Aries, is that you have to learn to be in the flow of abundance. So you have a lack mentality and you have to work on it, which means you have to start counting your blessings most of the time, writing and seeing things that you see that are great in your life. Look at those things and let that fill your heart, okay? Because something in you is blocking your own abundance, because you think you don't have, you think of lack, and that is what is recycling itself to you. So you need to learn to tap into the ever-flowing abundance of this universe. Realize that, you know, whatever you have is good enough for that moment. And that what if you want more and you're working on it, trust in the process that is coming to you. But you need to get out of your own way, okay, and get into this flow of abundance. They're also saying that every challenge that you're going through, you should learn to love them, because it is the catalyst for your growth spiritually. That is how you're going to ascend. The mistakes, the wrongdoings, the hurt and pain, they are part of the spiritual ascension. So learn to accept it and learn to love them and learn to embrace those, you know, blocks and those things that have been going wrong in your life. And they also want you to connect more with nature. This helps you to ground yourself and keep your mind, you know, stable and focused on one goal at a time. Okay, and not this helps you to stay calm also when you ground yourself. Go out in nature, walk in nature, sit under a tree, connect, pray there, meditate there, you know, talk to the birds, taking deep breaths. Do what you got to do so that you are in touch with Mother Nature, and so you can feel the abundance of the universe. And also this is going to keep you connected, all right, and allow you to flow in a way that you're not always feeling like you're disconnected, right, or in lack. You know, this will connect you with Gaia, you know, Divine Mother, or the Earth Mother. Okay, so that's what I have here for your spiritual ascension reading, my Aries. I hope this has, you know, opened up certain doors and, you know, shed certain light on certain things that you need to be working on. I will definitely see you all soon. Thank you so much for being here with me. Bye.